There are going to be moments in this life when nobody calls. Nobody checks on you. Nobody notices that the person who's always encouraging everybody else needs a little encouragement too. And sometimes the people you thought would stand beside you won't understand what you're going through. And that's where David found himself. Ziklag had been burned. His family had been taken. His people were grieving. And the same men who had fought beside him were now talking about stoning him. And David, he was hurting too. But the Bible says in 1 Samuel 30:6, David encouraged himself in the Lord his God. Now notice it didn't say somebody encouraged David, but David encouraged David. Sometimes you got to become the voice you've been waiting to hear and remind yourself of what God already said. You got to look yourself in the mirror and say, God brought me through this before, and God will bring me through it again. I survived days I didn't think I would survive. I've cried tears I thought would never stop. I've walked through doors I didn't know God was going to open. I've watched him make ways when I couldn't see a way. So why would I stop trusting him now? Encouraging yourself in the Lord doesn't mean pretending everything is okay. David's situation was real. The loss was real. The pain was real. The fear was real. But so was his God. And sometimes faith sounds like talking back to what's trying to break you. When fear says it's over, you say, God is still writing my story. When disappointment says give up, you say, I've come too far to quit here. When your past says you'll never change, you say, God is doing a new thing in me. When loneliness whispers nobody is with you, you remind yourself the Lord is with you. And after David encouraged himself, he did something important. He sought God for direction. He asked God, shall I pursue? And God told him, pursue. In other words, get back up, dry your eyes, seek me, and keep moving. Because encouraging yourself isn't just about feeling better. It's about finding enough strength in God to take the next step. So if nobody calls today, encourage yourself. If nobody claps for you, encourage yourself. If nobody understands what you're carrying, encourage yourself. Remember what God has already brought you through. Remember the prayers he already answered. Remember the doors he's already opened. Remember the nights you thought would break you that somehow became bright, beautiful mornings. And tell yourself, I'm still here. God is still good. God is still faithful. And this part of my story is not over. Sometimes the encouragement you need won't come from around you. But sometimes it has to rise up from within you. So speak life over yourself. Remind yourself who your God is. Remind yourself of what he's already done. Remind yourself of what he's already said. Seek him for direction. And when he says move, get up and pursue. Because the same God who strengthened David in Ziklag is still strengthening his people today. Encourage yourself in the Lord.